Hi, I'm making some half square triangles today for my friendship wreath quilt. So I thought I would just do a quick little tutorial and throw it out there for anybody who's interested to know how to make two half square triangles at a time out of two different squares of fabric. So depending on what size you need your half square triangles to measure to be unfinished will depend on how big you need to cut your squares. If you'd like to cut them so that they are pretty close to the size you need, you'll need to cut them 7/8 of an inch bigger than your unfinished size ends up needing to be. I like to go a full 1 inch bigger because then I have a little more wiggle room and I can just go ahead and trim them anyway so that they're nice and crisp. So today I need 2.5 inch half square triangles for my friendship wreath pillow. And I've cut two 3.5 inch squares. So the first step that I'll do is just take my lighter colored square, and on the wrong side of that square, I'm going to just use a fine pencil and draw a diagonal line from corner to corner. Just like so. So that gives me a line to measure from as I stitch these two squares together. Then you'll want to place the two squares that you have right side together. Because they're so small, you probably don't even really need to pin them. Just make sure that they are lined up fairly close, and you're going to trim them again when you're all done. So what you'll need to do is go ahead and stitch 1/4 inch on either side of that diagonal line that you just drew. So you'll line up that diagonal line to where your normal 1/4 inch mark is on your presser foot. And again, stitch on both sides. All right. Now that you have them connected together, what you'll need to do is separate them. So take your straight edge, one of your rulers that you can use. I like to use this little small Easy Square Junior. It's a 6.5 inch by 6.5 inch ruler. I use it all the time. And you can take your rotary cutters. You could just use your scissors too. And you cut the two squares apart on that diagonal line. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to press them so that the seam is facing towards the dark side of the fabric. So you'll be pressing them so that they'll be just like that. So I'm going to step away and press my triangles, and I'll be right back. So now you'll just trim them to size. Again, I need them to be 2.5 inches. So I'll take that 45-degree line on my ruler, and I'm going to line it up diagonally with my seam. I'm going to make sure that where the 2.5 inch lines intersect on the ruler, that is within the square. And then what I'll need to do is just go ahead and trim the right side and the top. And then you can go ahead and flip your half square triangle over, and now you have two trimmed sides to measure from. So you line up whatever size you need. I need 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. You line that up on your trim sides. Again, your 45-degree line on your ruler will go along that seam line. And you trim your other two sides, and it really is just as easy as that. There's really not much waste involved, and you just get such a nice, crisp little half square triangle to work with. I'm so excited to have these getting to be all done here. So again, 2.5 inches is within my square. So there you go. There's not much to it. Doesn't take long at all, and that is a really quick and easy way to make those pretty half square triangle blocks that you can use in so many different projects.